here we are on part 3 for this bucket drumming series. Today we will be reviewing part 2, which are the rudiments. We did the singles, doubles, and the paradiddles. I read a couple of comments in part 2 that you were all having some trouble with the paradiddles, and honestly, I'm not surprised. I will gladly review the paradiddles before we move on to the slightly more challenging exercises. Curmudgeon said that paradiddle thing is hard. What's the advantage when it sounds just like the single stroke and the double stroke? Lone Ranger replied to that comment, I agree, pretty hard stuff for a beginner. Okay, anyway, good question. That's a very, very good question. So the difference, if you play on one drum, it would sound pretty much the same between the single strokes, double strokes, and paradiddles all the way if you hit them at the same velocity. But there are dynamics that you can achieve, like accents. Like if you hit one note harder than the other, it will create a more interesting texture. A full paradiddle cycle has 8 total notes. But let's break it down into 2 sections of 4. It's very important that you see the visuals of my arm movement as I perform the paradiddle. But I would do it very slow and with no metronome. For right-handed drummers, the first half of the paradiddle is right, left, right, right. So here we go. Right, left, right, right. Okay? Right, left, right, right. Now, look at my left hand as I did those 2 taps. So, look at it again. Right, left, right, right. So every time a hand does a double, your other hand rises higher. Right, left, right, right. There was 2 hits right here. So you move your left hand up here. And then you go left, right, left, left. Same way, it's just mirrored. You just flip it back and forth. Right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left, right. That's a paradiddle. The sound, it just sounds about the same as the other rudiments. So why? Well, first of all, it actually creates interesting patterns when you incorporate another sound. That's a single stroke. And a double stroke. Alright, sounds about the same. And let's do a paradiddle. Sounds pretty much the same. You might hear some slight nuances of each hit. However, when you move your hand to another drum, it's gonna sound interesting. A single stroke would be, okay, that's kind of interesting, but it's a little lopsided. And then when you do a double stroke, it'd be like, okay, that's another sound. And then you do a paradiddle. That's kind of cool, actually. It changes your whole dynamic of musicianship. Alright, now let's get to the exercises. I am going to do a cycle of the 3 rudiments. I will set the metronome down to 60 beats per minute. And I will give you a chance to increment the tempo. And you're going to do all 8th notes. There are going to be no speed change. It's just going to keep the pace the same. But this is to exercise your brain. This is a way for you to get comfortable transitioning from one rudiment to the other. Alright, so 60 beats per minute, 8 notes. We're going to do single strokes, and then the next measure will be double strokes, and the next measure would be paradiddles. Okay, and it's going to be a 3-bar loop. got a little bit of a bonus thing for you. So you may have noticed in the beginning of this video, I actually had this thing lifted a little bit to the side. You might notice that, and you wonder, why am I doing that? Well, because it actually allows this bucket to sound deeper. Okay, so if it's against the carpet just like this, it's not very low. But if you actually put your foot under it on the handle of this bucket right here, and you put your foot in there, you will actually lift it just a little bit. And a nice booming, sounds more like a bass drum right here. I did include this trash can lid, and it sounds great as a hi-hat. Cool, huh? That'd be like your hi-hat pedal. Well, that's it for today. And if you enjoyed that video, please subscribe, like, and comment below. And speaking of commenting, don't be afraid to put one down if you have any questions about my teachings. Thank you for the comments. They were really helpful. I think that's it for today. And, yeah. Wait, what's that thing I always say? Oh, yeah. Don't forget to eat your greens. Duh.